Today in the show, we're going to be taking a look at Klarion the Witchboy. If you didn't know that there have been a total of 9 different incarnations of Klarion, then this show is for you. So Klarion the Witchboy would first appear in the Demon number 7 in 1973 and was created by Jack Kirby. So Klarion was originally from a place called Witch World. Now in Witch World everyone can use black magic, and Klarion was only a witch boy. So there was rules he had to follow on what types of magic he could and couldn't use. So one day he just decided to leave Witch World and explore Earth, because Earth had a lot of different types of magic already on the planet. Etrigan the Demon would eventually try sending Klarion back home, but he was never able to fully succeed because Klarion was just that good at magic. So over the years, the two of them would form a rivalry which I would like to see eventually revived. Klarion would then go on hiatus for quite some time. Then in the year 2000, the second incarnation of Klarion would come about in the story Young Justice, Sins of Youth. Now this incarnation of Klarion was a lot more animated than the previous one. This is very, very obvious by the fact that this incarnation of Klarion likes to be called Klarion. Bam bam bam, the Witch Boy. So in this story, basically, Klarion turns all of the adult heroes into teenagers and toddlers, and all the teenage heroes into adult heroes, to just try and cause chaos and make people see heroes as inadequate. Obviously, this fails, Klarion is defeated, and the person he's working with is defeated, and the day is saved by the teenage heroes that got turned into adults. In 2005, the next incarnation of Klarion would come about. This is the most fleshed out version of Klarion to date. He was created by Grant Morrison and would first appear in Seven Soldiers Klarion. So this version of Klarion is actually from a town called Limbo Town, which is actually under New York. Now in Limbo Town, everyone can use magic because they all practice this bastardized version of Puritanism, where they all practice necromancy, but they still dress like Puritans and act like Puritans, just with necromancy instead of Christianity. Being ever the rebel, Klarion eventually decides that he's going to challenge this society and decides to leave. And here he encounters the Horrigal. The Horrigal would end up getting crippled by a passing subway train, as it turns out that Limbo Town is actually underneath New York's subway system. And then Klarion will be taken in by a witch man, because in Limbo Town they're not called sorcerers or wizards, they're called witchmen. Like, that is their race, they are witch men. Anyway, this witch man would try selling Klarion to slavery, and then Klarion would turn around and be like, no, I'm not being sold to slavery. And then Klarion would let this witch man die. And then he would encounter Mr. Melmoth in New York. Now Mr. Melmoth is actually the Shida King, and he impregnated a bunch of Puritan women centuries ago and created the witch people. Klarion would end up helping Mr. Melmoth and a group of delinquent kids steal a giant digging machine from New York City of Heroes, not knowing that Mr. Melmoth plans to use this to destroy Limbo Town. Klarion would eventually find out that Mr. Melmoth isn't a good person. He'll tell the kids that are working with Mr. Melmoth that Mr. Melmoth isn't a good person. Then Klarion would go back to Limbo Town, even though he wants to explore the world some more. When Klarion goes back to Limbo Town, he's speaking of an outside world, so to the witch people this is blasphemy, so he is about to be burnt at the stake when Mr. Melmoth turns up and everyone's like, oh my god, there is an outside world. Then the sub-missionary of the town is about to die, and then he passes over the title to Klarion, so Klarion is able to now become a Horrigal by merging with his cat Teakle, and he's able to defeat Mr. Melmoth. After this, Klarion leaves Limbo Town once and for all, with his powers stronger than ever, and the next time we would see him is in Infinite Crisis. Tim Drake would then meet Klarion, and it turns out that the Young Justice incarnation of Klarion has been wiped from DC's history totally. There is now only Jack Kirby's Klarion and Grant Morrison's Klarion. And anyway, turns out that Tim Drake and this incarnation of Klarion become friends. That's all you need to take note of. During Brightest Day, another incarnation of Klarion would come about. He steals Alan Scott's Starheart power and is driven insane, and is only stopped thanks to Jade and Donna Troy. A new incarnation of Klarion would come about and last the shortest amount of time. This incarnation of Klarion ends up teaming up with Stephanie Brown to go to Limbo Town to stop Tikal on a rampage. Then the New 52 would come about, and in the New 52 there have been 3 different incarnations of Klarion, all sort of appearing within months of each other. So the first incarnation of Klarion in the New 52 was actually in Teen Titans Future's End #1. Now this incarnation of Klarion was actually from Earth 2, and he was a lot more animated and a lot more sort of teen friendly, but I actually enjoyed him a lot, but not as much as I enjoy Grant Morrison's Klarion. Then there was Ann Nocenti's Klarion. That has been the biggest disappointment in comics for me since I started reading comics. That series was so bad. Klarion actually had his own series written by Ann Nocenti, and it was so bad. Then finally, we had another incarnation of Klarion who looks a lot like Ann Nocenti's Klarion, but is not Ann Nocenti's Klarion. DC have said it themselves, and this incarnation of Klarion would appear in Teen Titans Annual. Okay guys, that is it for today. So what do you think of Klarion the Witchboy? Please let me know in the comments down below. And also don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more history videos. And also don't forget to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, support the show by checking out my Patreon so I can make bigger and better and more history videos. And also don't forget to subscribe to my gaming channel. My name is Faust, this has been Exploring Comics, and it is super effective.